walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third. Boy, I'm a gangster. Money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yo, I'm too up. Brown blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
On first down, Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now it's Smith. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Forward pass, offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This is Harris. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Smith. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Throwing on third down, Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Set, 15.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Alex Smith in the offense heading out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second and 10, Smith again. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. K1 short. In there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
So we've reached halftime here in. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
15, yeah. Check. Liz.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This from Tom Dempsey range here. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Set. Ready?
Now Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They give it to Peterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
Jordan Reed has it, and he will have the first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 50, it's Smith. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Officially
a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 42 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game.